All right, so hey, my name is Grieves Budo, and I'm gonna undress him now because apparently that's this kind of interview. So if you want to just do the unclasping, I'll do the tugging.
It'll be a long interview.
Here it comes. Okay, no, we're not really gonna get naked. Yeah, my name is Grieves. This is Budo. We're here in Berlin, partying down on the Rhymesayers Carhartt European tour, and we're hanging out with this hot chick.
Hi.
Hey. What's up? What's up now, motherfuckers?
Yeah, Lina for rapspot.de. You're here in Berlin. Is it your first time here, or did you spend more time? So yeah, do you like it here in the capital of Germany?
It was cool. We did an in-store performance at Carhartt last night, which was really fun, and so I got really drunk and partied a little bit, and I believe we were in East Berlin, is where that was, and I went to a bar that was very much like a locals bar, and it was the size of this room, and everyone had like 2 cigarettes lit, and I couldn't breathe in there, and the bartender was an asshole, and it was amazing, and he was playing like Screaming Jay Hawkins and like just old school like blues music, which was really funny. But yeah, he yelled at our camera guy for having the camera out, and he was just a real dick, and I think he overcharged us, and it was cool. It was really fun. But yeah, I don't. There's not much that I know. You know, that was my experience with Berlin, but I had a fun time. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. So here in Germany, I guess people do not know so much about you. So maybe you could start shortly tell your story, how you connected and how you started to make music together.
Here, he's gonna do that one.
Let me take this one. Now we're both living in Seattle, and we're from Seattle. He's from Colorado, but Seattle is home. And you know, the music scene there is relatively small. It's a big city, but it's not that big. And the hip hop scene in particular is pretty small. And so we both known of each other and had a lot of mutual respect, and we were kind of operating in different circles. And he put out a record, Irreversible, in 2007, and went on the road with Atmosphere. Actually, that fall on the Everybody Loves a Clown tour. And I had moved from Seattle to Champaign, Illinois, which is in the middle of America, very much in the middle of America. And he hit me up, gave me a call, came down to the show, and chopped it up and talked and decided to make some music together. And I moved back to Seattle about 6 months later, and we sat down in the studio, and we actually, the first time we sat down to make a song together, we made a song called Guinevere, which is on 88 Keys and Counting, and it's a record it's the song that we finish all of our live shows with. So the first song we ever made is the last song we play every night, which is kind of cool. And we just kind of been making music together ever since, and traveling America and Canada and Europe, and just playing rap songs and meeting German people, and just, I don't know. It's been kind of a crazy few years. So, yeah.
Yeah, so how would you describe the typical sound of your music in about 5 words? If you meet a strange person that don't know you yet, what would you tell them?
Sexy, soulful, emotional, hip-hop, gangster.
That's 5 words.
Hey, you do 5 now. Hey, you do 5.
Sexy, serpentine. Ooh, that's good. Salacious. Sign language, which I'll put a hyphen in there and make it 1 word. So that's 4 words. And then Silas. Just walked in here. Yeah. Just kicking words. Yeah.
Not that she has a camera guy, because she's actually doing this all by herself, and I want you to know that she has, as she said earlier, cut out the fucking middleman. She goes, I don't need no motherfucking camera guy. And she said, fuck the camera guys, and she said that she was going to do all this herself, and that was all verbatim, exactly word for word what she told us before she sat us down at knife point to do this interview. So then,
this is a rant some notes.
Here's your mic back.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, you already mentioned it. You're from a town that isn't so much popular for good hip hop music, and the Rhymesayers label also is from a town that isn't so famous for hip hop music. Yes. So, is this something all Rhymesayer artists have kind of in common? And was it clear for you to sign at this label, maybe for that reason, or why did you decide that?
I think the common thing amongst everyone on Rhymesayers is that we're all pretty like-minded individuals, and we have similar perspectives on the music that we make and the way that we want to get it out to the world. But as far as Minneapolis goes, Minneapolis is famous in the States for being the hub for Rhymesayers, because Rhymesayers is a very well-known thing, but it's well-known for the movement that Minneapolis has created in that area, and what Rhymesayers has created in the Minneapolis area for hip-hop, which when you go to Minneapolis, it's like, even like all the local guys are bringing out a lot of people to the shows, and it's such a cool local scene that a lot of places don't have because of what Rhymesayers has created there, and I think that that's really cool. But everyone on the labels from, a lot of people are from different places. Like Eva's from LA, and that's one of the most famous hip hop cities in the world, and still he fits over, he fits perfectly over at Rhymesayers. And Abstract Rude too is from LA, and when we first signed, we were living in New York, and I don't think it's necessarily where you're from, but where you're going when it comes down to the Rhymesayers logo being on the back of your CD. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cool.
So do you think the time of the big hip-hop capitals is over? So when I think about the 90s, there was New York and there was LA, and that's it. So, for me. Is this time over? Do people become more open-minded, maybe, for hip-hop that is from other areas?
Well, the reason why New York was the capital of hip-hop is because that's where it was, the birthplace of hip-hop was right there in New York, and that's where it was created, and then it stemmed out from there, so it became such a thing there, and it was held in such high, regards towards, being New York being the birthplace of hip-hop. But now it's everywhere, and as it should be, because it's such a beautiful art form. But it is everywhere, and I know when people get to New York, there is that feeling of like, this is the birthplace of what we do and stuff like that. But everything's changed. It's not like that anymore. Not that I knew what it was like when it was like that, because I didn't have that that opportunity. I wasn't that old. I wasn't even born yet. So it's influenced a lot of younger people across the world and across the country, state to town, that it's blossoming pretty much everywhere now. But New York is still a main hub for it. Los Angeles is a main hub. Like I said, I feel that Minneapolis is a major hub. Chicago, Denver is a big hub for it. What?
Yeah. No, I mean, the music industry in general and the entertainment industry at large is decentralized. It's no longer dependent. You don't necessarily need to be in New York or in Los Angeles to be, to be in close proximity to a record label that's going to be able to get your music out. You can get your music out from a basement in DeKalb, Illinois, or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, that being said, like places like New York and Chicago and LA still have a vast concentration of those resources, from distributors to press to labels to all of that stuff. So those, Atlanta as well, those are still like central locations for those things. But you can make music and put it out from anywhere now, and it's cool. It has its its ups and downs, but it's cool.
The internet has kind of not ruined, but has definitely made it so that you can make and project your music from anywhere now.
So why did you decide to move to New York? Was there a musical reason or another one?
It was a business decision. my manager was out there and Budo was out there, and Budo had a lot of connects out there that he was already working with on the production field, and I needed a change in my life, and it was cool to be around those guys. Like, and my agent was out there, so for a while it was just business meeting. You know, we could all sit down, and we got a lot of good work done living in New York because we were all in the same place at the same time. Yeah, at that time we all needed to be close to each other because things were starting to bubble and things were starting to change, and the fact that we were all around each other made it so much better for our careers and for our lives. It made it so we had more free time too. So.
So I have to hurry up because your manager is. Oh my God! So. Okay. I need to talk about your current project. It's called Together Apart, I guess. So what does it stand for, and what is so special about it?
Together Apart is pretty much the way that Budo and I have had to live our lives, you know, with the people that we care about and love, due to all the touring that we've had to do because of the music. But it's also a look at what music does for people that don't know each other. You know, like tonight, a bunch of people that I've never met in my life are all going to be in a room here in Berlin, Germany, and a lot of these people probably don't even know each other, and they're going to be standing next to each other, and when, you know, Brother Ali goes on stage and they're singing, you know, Forrest Whitaker or whatever, the person next to him, they might not know him, but they're sitting there singing the same song at the same time and enjoying something that they both showed up to do, and now here they are, and they might not never ever meet each other again. And I think that this is a beautiful thing, the way that music can bring people together in such a positive way, and it's something that we don't really think about, so that's where the title comes from.
Okay, so are there things you always do together, or things that just work out when you're apart?
Well, him and I always have sex with the same girl at the same time, or same dude if that's like what is happening at the time. We always shower together. We always sleep together. We always drink out of the same jacuzzi together. We share socks, shoes, cereal bars, condoms, and that's actually it. That's the very end of it. There's not another thing I could add. Yeah.
Good to know. So, you know everything about these guys now. Yeah. What can we expect from your show tonight?
Expect something a little different. When we hit the stage, we hit the ground running, and, you know, first song is like trumpets and guitars and pianos and singing and bopping around, and this little dude looks like he's having a seizure half the time, just freaking out on the keyboards. But, you know, it's two dudes, 4 instruments, which is a whole lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because we enjoy it, and it's going to be a good time.
Okay, then thank you very much for the interview. I really like to ask you more questions, but I think then my head will be cut. Yes, would be better, so I can take the camera away. There's no one else that could do this. Yes. So yeah, the last words would be up to you. So I'm gonna give you the mic, and then you can tell your fans whatever you want.
What's up, Germany? What's up, Mama? What's up, Budo's mama and our dads as well? We don't share the same dads, but, you know, like my dad, his dad, and stuff like that. Hello, all the animals in the world. That's cool that you guys are doing what you're doing. That is tight. We got a new record out. It's called Together Apart. It's on Rhymesayers Entertainment. You could check it out. You could buy it. You could play it for your cat while you're petting it to sleep. Whatever you want. I just want you to know that we appreciate you, whether or not you appreciate us, because we went ahead and took the higher road on that one, and we're just happy that you're alive, and we'll holler at you later. Bye.